Well, hello, and welcome to this build for the diecast modelers community, and it's for the More Than 4 build, and that's for November 22. And first off, many thanks to Mick Manley for supplying the casting from the lovely island. And cool, it just arrived today and I was stuck for what to do, so I thought this will be just nice. Anyway, what we're starting with is the little matchbox 060 pannier tank, which were a Great Western locomotive, and it's quite a nicely proportioned model really, and it looks the part. It looks as good as it is. If you want to see a bigger build of it, I've done one of the Hornby ones on my Shaky Hands Shed channel on YouTube, if you look it up. Anyway, here I've not bothered stripping it down or anything, just get it straight into primer. Won't kill it. I'm using I washed it first and it won't kill it. I'm using a Games Workshop Wraith Bronze primer, and I just give it a quick wash, no need really for stripping paint. And next up will be going in with the airbrush to put some colour on, as I'm doing here. The green's starting off, drops off the screen again, and we're back again. In out, shake it all about, and here she comes again, and gone again, and back again. Oh, it's gonna be one of them days. I can see it now. Oopsie daisy. There we go. And there we go. She's in a main green now. Applying some black contrasting paints to the areas where it had been black. I'm following the correct colour scheme for the Great Western. I didn't really have any decals though, so I do hand paint later if you watch. Although it's funny, I can't work out really whether it's N gauge, TT gauge, or somewhere in between the two. I don't know, but it's good proportion whatever scale they've used. And here I didn't have any Great Western decals, so I've hand painted the shirt button rather than the lettering. I've put something on to represent the shirt button type. And here I'm just painting the main frame black. And I'd put a lighter shade on, but that were meant to be gunmetal. I ended up using Vallejo oily steel to represent the buffers. And at this point, we're putting on some connecting rods. I'd already done the other side. I'm just using a brass H section to represent it, and then putting dabs of glue on top to represent the actual bolts on the wheels, or pins, whatever they want to call them. And here we are, I'm putting on some oily steel on the buffers. That looks a bit better. And use the same for the connecting rods. make them look a bit better, and same on the other side. And just put a dab of paint because the super glue wasn't quite dry, because I was moving fairly fast on the build. What I'm doing here, I'm applying some Oohoo glue with a stick. And for those that didn't know, Oohoo is German for owl. They obviously named it after what it sounds like. Ooh. Anyway, here I'm just doing a couple of dabs of yellow paint really to represent the buffer beam number, because they did carry a buffer beam number on the Great Western locos. And at this point I'm giving it a spray of matte varnish so I can weather it, because I've done all the painting I'm going to do. So I want to varnish it ready for weathering. And what I'm doing here, I'm just spraying grime onto it. Basically it's Vallejo track primer. Whether that means tank track or train track, it's debatable, but it's metals and grime, so it'd equate to the same sort of thing. And because it's such a small model, I've sprayed up and onto the base of the tank, which isn't a bad thing. And here it's not null oil, it's black wash, which is essentially the same thing, just to tidy it up underneath and make the wheel detail stand out, because I am going to be dry brushing some colours on anyway. I actually did the full loco in it and then brushed most of it off with water just to represent soot, dirt and stuff. And here I'm using white for highlights to bring highlights up. Like I say, you can put a bit on, and if it's too severe, knock it back a bit with your fingers. Just a very quick job I do, scooching it on like me connecting rods fell off there. It'll go back on again. Anyway, here's where we started off. A beaten and battered matchbox toy loco, and the aim was to make it more like either a model railway one or the real life thing, just to make it, you know, a bit less, a bit more, a bit less toy-like. You sound right? I don't know. Anyway, you know where I'm going with that. Anyway, here's where we finished. And I think I've succeeded in making it quite a bit less like a toy and quite a bit more like the real thing. It's quite a glossy one really as well. They probably, to be honest, wouldn't have got that dirty with Great Western Railways. They definitely would have with British Railways later in their lives, but I don't think Great Western would have ever let them get that dirty. I may be proved wrong. But, yeah, towards ends of their life on British Railways, they'd have been filthy. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. For those that haven't subscribed, please do so. And catch you later. Bye for now.